How are you guys doing?
We're doing awesome. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well, man.
You just got sirred. That means you've made it big time in Glenn's world if he sirs you.
Well, thank you very much. I feel honored.
We're excited to have you come back in our area again on Sunday with Easton Corbin, and real pumped about the show.
Very cool. Well, thank you all for having me back.
So, Joe, you're from actually one of my favorite places. I love the state of Arkansas.
Appreciate it. Good fishing there. Back in a little while, but we're proud. We're small, but we're proud, I guess.
Only thing I don't like is the chiggers. I don't like those so much.
You're going to have Aiken to go back to Arkansas. It'll be Sunday. We're like, where's Joe? Tracy had him of Aiken for Arkansas.
When's the last time you were able to go back home?
Last time I was home was been a little while. I can't remember, actually, the last time I was. Maybe last year sometime.
I have a question about your last number one song, Yeah, which is fantastic. I love all your stuff. But I understand that you actually use your own money to record that song. Is that true?
Yeah, that song I started the record off with, and I went in the studio with Tony Brown and Mickey Jack Combs and my own bank account, and we started the record very frightfully.
Wow.
And we got a hit song out of it, Everybody kind of looked up when we got the song kind of in a rough state, finished almost. It was obvious to everybody that we had something special there. So it was cool. It's kind of redeeming, now to look back and say, it was worth it.
Speaking of songs, I heard a rumor that Conway Twitty's Redneck Lovemaking Night has a little bit of an embarrassing story for you.
I guess you could say that was my first public performance. It was in church. I was probably, 5 years old, maybe 4 or 5. And Reverend up at the front of the church asked if anybody had any requests or wanted to request anything. And I said, I have a request. He said, well, lead us off, son. And I said, all right, it's Redneck and Lovemaking Night. And it made the congregation laugh, but I think it embarrassed my brother. He never went to church with me again.
Oh, no. Do you see yourself as a very spiritual person?
I do. Good and bad. I think things kind of emotionally tackle me sometimes, in a good way and in a bad way. So I think I'm a very spiritual person. I'd like to think I am anyway. So I pray a lot. If it had not been, my faith and spirituality, I think I'd be in a different place. I certainly think things would be worse than they are. So I'm very, very open about it, and I'm not afraid to admit it. It's a very big part of my life.
This is Joe Nichols. He's going to be with Easton Corbin and Jenna Kramer this Sunday night at Tags and Big Flats, a great venue. Weather's going to be awesome. So what's new? We know Yeah was your latest number one. So what's new in the music life of Joe Nichols?
We have the next single coming out, I think, in 2 weeks, week after next, something like that. And it's hard to be cool. That's the single. It's a good tempo song, man. It's one of my favorite, one of the more fun things on the record. So I'm excited. I think the label's really excited too.
I got to bust on you a little bit, Joe. You're from the South. You're this big country guy. You are as traditional country sounding as they come.
I'm hearing a setup.
And and I understand your favorite food is sushi.
Yeah.
How do you explain that? I'm expecting you to be like steak, potatoes.
Yeah. Well, actually, I think sushi might be my favorite food because I never get any of it. I'm usually at a place that doesn't sushi.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I love sushi. Good sushi is hard to beat, man.
One other thing I do want to tell you, my daughter, who's going to be 10 in November, her very first show was your show when you came to town several years ago, and it was an awesome experience, and we were here for Speedy Fest, and we're so glad you're coming back to the area. Those who haven't seen you before, you're gonna love this show, and like so many of us, we can't wait to see you again. So we think it's great you're coming back.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Joe.
I guess. Thank you.